guys, Tim here from PWC Family. In this video we're going to be completely rebuilding a Yamaha VX 1100 jet pump. So what I've got here is I've got some grease, the old impeller shaft which is in good condition, which we can reuse, the spacer which we can reuse as well, two bearings of different sizes, some O-ring seals, and the two impeller shaft seals. So we've got all the items to do it, let's do it. So let's start with the oil seals. So we've got a thin one and a thick one. The thin one always goes first, but which way does it actually go in? Does it go in like this, or does it go in like that? Well, if you look closely, you'll actually notice there's like a funnel kind of dip, and if you put it on the impeller shaft like that, it actually goes on very nicely. But if you try to go the other way, you can't put it on. So the impeller shaft sits like this, and you put it on like that. Same with the thick one. So same funnel type lip, and you do that. Let's install them. So I've got my grease here. You can use any grease that's for marine applications. So what I'll do is I'll take a little bit and lightly coat where the seals sit. Next, you need to put in the seals. All I'm using is a socket and an extension that fits in nice and snug, and then I'm just tapping it with my hand. Just like that. You'll see that it fits nicely. So I put grease on the seal and I've pushed it in as much as I can. Now, whatever you do, try not to use a hammer, but lightly use a press to do it. So this is my setup. I've got a socket just smaller than the housing hole, and I've got the press. So the seals are installed. In the manual it said that the distance between the top of the seal and the top of the housing should be about 4 or 5 millimeters, which is roughly what we have when installed properly. Alright, we've got the top bearing in. All we need to do now is press it in. So we've installed the front bearing, the bearing spacer, and the back bearing. All we need to do now is install the impeller shaft and fit the impeller on. So we installed the impeller shaft and we put some thread seal on it. And as you can see here, we've got the impeller. Looks really nice, we clean that up. Now, time to put it on. Just put it on a couple of turns. We've also got our special impeller tool. Like that. It should sit nice and snug just above, yep, it's turning now, just a little gap in between the housing and the impeller. Now we've got to get a wrench and we've got to tighten it to specification. So we've torqued the impeller to specification and it seems all good. So we've got a new O-ring that came with the kit and we're going to put that on. And we've also got 20 grams of grease for the nose cone as well. So first we've got to put grease on the O-ring. That's okay. Put it on. Looks good. A bit too much there. That. Now we've got to put the grease into the nose cone. Make sure it's all in there. Just do that. Put it all in the nose cone. Now, we put it on. Line up the holes first. And now we need to screw it in. So now it's time to put the bolts in. We put Loctite on these and you just put it in snug. Now we're going to tighten and torque them. The kit also comes with strainer seals and we're just going to do this now. So, like that. One goes on this part of the strainer. Like that. Put that in. And this one goes in here like that. Okay. So we put some thread sealer on these bolts. Let's put the two corner ones in first. And we're completely finished now.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll never miss another video.